Hello and welcome to Casper Chess, where we take things personal, especially on weekends, testing out some opening tricks and traps that we learn from this channel. So if at all you are not a subscriber yet, be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss any of my future uploads. What are we waiting for? This video is sponsored by no one, which is why I need to challenge some random chess players on Lichess. Just to try out some of the opening tricks and traps that I do cover on this channel. Be sure to hit the like button if at all you will find this video to be interesting, and I hope you will do. So let's get started. Alright, so my first opponent is a 2362 rated chess player. So e4, now I'm planning to play the bishop's opening, or maybe I just go knight to f3, I don't know. Bishop c4, knight, bishop c4 I think. The bishop's opening, I bowling the weak f7 pawn. So knight to f6, I like playing knight to f3 here. Inviting black to take my e4 pawn so that I can go knight c3 next. And if they take, I'll take with my d pawn. Now this is called the reverse Stafford Gambit, you guys. The Borden Kitsarisky Gambit. Pawn to f6 is the correct move. And I hope my opponent is not using an engine. How did he know pawn to f6 is the correct move? So this is where we play knight h4. Knight h4 prepares for queen h5 check. If pawn to g6, I'll take with my knight and win the rook on h8. Anyways, my opponent is a 2300 rated chess player, so I expected him to know this line. Pawn to f5. What can I do? Oh, he is attacking my knight on h4, so I need to play knight f3. Knight back to f3. If pawn to e4, I have queen d5. Sorry, I have queen d4 attacking the rook on h8. So let's see what black is going to play here. I need to be very careful. This is an advanced player. A 2362 rated chess player. So if my opponent plays pawn to e4 attacking my knight on f3, I'll play queen d4 attacking the rook, his rook on h8. I think I already like this. Oh, so queen e7. Queen e7, I think I just have to take the pawn on e5, right? Yeah, f takes e5. There's nothing he can do. I have bishop g5 next, which will attack his queen on e7. If pawn to d6, I'll still go bishop g5. Oh, knight c6. I think I can still go bishop g5 attacking the queen on e7, right? Yep. Oh, queen c5 attacking my light squared bishop. Instead of retreating, let me play queen e2. Preparing to castle long next. That's how we play chess, you guys. Just because your piece is attacked, it doesn't mean you need to retreat it, or I don't know. So you need to find other improving moves such that if you develop a piece, it attacks or defends your other pieces, okay? So this is good. Bishop e7. I think let me just castle long, or maybe counter-attacking my opponent's queen with b4. Yeah, because I'm just buying some time here, not to mention that my opponent's queen is almost trapped. Or maybe I can trap it with bishop d3, bishop e3. Where is my opponent going to... Oh, he just resigned. Wow. Alright, back you guys. I have some bad news for me. My opponent just insulted me after the game ended. It hurt him so badly that he lost that game. But I guess he just didn't know the person he was playing against. I think I need to write a book on how to resign like a man. Maybe the title of the book should be How to Die Like a Man. Anyways, let me show you what I was expecting to see. I already covered this gambit which I played against that guy in the video that has popped up in the card above. You can check that video out, you guys. You are missing if at all you haven't already watched that video. So d6 is the top played move here by far, after which I recommended to play knight g5, double attacking the weak f7 pawn on f7, and after bishop e6 I recommended to take the bishop, and after f takes e6 don't take with your knight on e6, play queen f3, okay, because queen f3 prepares to checkmate on f7, and also the queen is eyeballing the b7 pawn, which is undefended. If queen d6 stopping the checkmate, now you can simply capture the pawn on b7, attacking the rook, which is on a8, okay? And if black plays queen c6 defending his rook, you have queen c8 check, and that'll be like a mate in two, cause all these highlighted squares in red are covered by our pieces. So black only has king e7, after which we play queen takes e6 check and knight f7 checkmate, cause all these highlighted squares are covered by our queen. So that's the board, and it's a risky for you guys. Again, after playing the bishop's opening and allowing black to take our e4 pawn so that we can give him the knight and play the Stafford Gambit reverse, the other move is knight c6, which you will see most unprepared opponents playing, but here I just recommended playing knight g5 once again, double attacking the weak f7 pawn. And if pawn to d5 by black, we can even play this in the fried liver attack style, but instead of taking with a bishop, we take with our knight, okay? So knight takes e6, we have to take the bishop with our knight, so that if f takes e6, now we can go queen h5, inviting black to play pawn to g6, because they cannot block the check with their elbow, after which we take on c6 and damage black's pawn structure and take on e5 next, double attacking the pawn and the rook on h8. Alright, let me play one last game, but before I do that, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that like button if at all you are enjoying watching this video, because that's how you encourage me to keep on making more wonderful videos just like this one. So you can do that in 4 or 5 seconds during this short break. And hey, feel free to go to my website www.casperchess.com and get my courses, which are very affordable at the moment, and do sign up for my free masterclass also. Alright, back to the kingdom of misery. So let's play the bishop's opening again. e4. Oh, c6, the Caro-Kann defense. That was unexpected. What am I going to play against the Caro-Kann defense? I think, let me try the two knights attack. One of my favorite openings. So knight to f3, knight c3. If pawn takes, I'll take with my queen's knight. Yep, I pre-moved that. Okay, so knight b7, more like the couple variation, I don't know. Let me go queen e2, I think. Just to try out a cheap trick. Yeah, queen e2 and knight d6. Maybe after knight gf6, that'll be smoothed mate. Okay, so knight df6 is what black has played. Now I have to play chess here. I think pawn to d3. Preparing for bishop g5. I wanted to mate black with a smoothed mate, but I think he knows it already. So anyways, knight to f6. I think I can play bishop d2 here. So I'm going to castle long. So that's why I like playing the two knights attack against the Caro-Kann defense, because it allows me to castle long and start attacking on the king side. So bishop g4, pinning my knight to the queen, but I still have, I think, castle long, yeah. So let's see what black wants to do. So they also want to castle long, queen c7. What should I play to entertain your eyeballs? Yeah, I think h3. Okay, bishop h5. I think, let me go pawn to g4, buying time on the bishop, or pawn to e5. Yep. Wow, the eyeball nation. So I'm attacking the knight on f6. I guess black has to play something like queen d5. Yes. And I think c4, attacking the knight. If knight b6, I'll go pawn to g4. Yeah, so I think pawn to g4, buying more time on the bishop. And I also have pawn to e6, I think. Yeah, pawn to e6. But let me play g4 first, harassing the light squad bishop, and only then am I going to play pawn to e6. So g4 first, bishop g6, then e6. If f takes e6, I'm going to play knight e5, and I also have knight g5. I also have knight g5. Okay, so pawn takes, or maybe I can take right away with my queen on e6. So maybe I go knight g5. I have so many good options here, you guys. And this is why I lose most of my games. I find myself with an interesting position and I end up confusing myself because there are just a lot of good options here. I've lost a lot of games in this way after playing a very good opening, and then I mess up in the middle game because of so many good options. Can I take the light squared bishop to mess up black's pawn structure on the queen side? I mean, look at the doubled isolated pawns along the d file. And after I take the bishop on g6, I'm going to double up black's pawns along the g file. Maybe bishop g2 first makes a lot of sense there. Developing my light squared bishop because I still have time to win the light squared bishop. I'm going to double up black's pawns along the g file. See how all of black's pieces are paralyzed. Isn't that bishop f7 a free bishop? I mean, I can just take that free bishop, right? That will also fork the two rooks. Yeah. What? And my opponent just resigned. So a 2290 rated chess player hung his bishop. I guess he wanted to play bishop d8. I mean bishop e8. Anyways, I think this is all for today, you guys. I hope you learned something, and if at all you did, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel if at all you are not a subscriber yet, because that's how you encourage me to keep on making more wonderful videos just like this one. And have a wonderful weekend. Go out with your families, watch some movies. I mean, it's not just about chess, you guys. Oh, the news is about to start, so see you guys in my next video.